Welcome to WebSense Pro. I'm your host Bilal Nasir again with a new feature release video, and in this video I'm going to walk you through the latest feature which I added in Dawn 9.0.0. Yes, you heard it right. Shopify has released again a major release in Dawn 9.0.0 where they have added few cool features which I'm going to show you how it will work. So if you want to learn, stick to the video. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Without further ado, let's get into the screen. Okay guys, so I have this Dawn theme page open where if we scroll down we can see the release notes, and these are the features which they have added in version 9.0.0, and I'll walk you through every single feature which they have added and show you how it's going to work if you install Dawn theme 9.0.0. And they haven't added this feature only in Dawn 9.0.0, so they have added it on all of the theme, on all of the free themes. So for example, if you go to Shopify free theme section, and if you go to publisher, refresh, color block, studio, so all of the theme has this latest version update for 9.0.0. You can see that, right? So it's publisher theme and it also has this version 9.0.0, and similarly all of the free theme has been updated to 9.0.0. Now let me show you what are the latest features which they have added. So first is you can now incorporate eligible app blocks into your header section to the left of your cart icon. What does that mean? So what you can do, now let me open up the online store editor. So let's click on customize and also open up the previous version, which is 8.0.1. By the way, I have also created a feature release video for Dawn version 8.0.0, which was a major release in Dawn theme. You can find the video in YouTube video description. I'll also add it to the related videos so you can find that. Okay, so I have 9.0.0 and 8.0.1 side by side. Now the first point is you can now incorporate eligible app blocks directly into your header section. So if you go to customize and click on header, you have this option to add block. Currently there are no apps available which I could find which you could add here, but whatever apps will show up here, you will be able to add it on left or right of the cart icon. That's what they're to the left of your cart icon, meaning you can add it here somewhere once these apps are showing up. Currently there are no eligible apps, so there might be future releases of the apps as well which you can add it here, right? So that was the first point. Now if I go to Dawn 8.0.1, you can see that we don't have that option to add block here, just like in 9.0.0 we have. Okay, now let's move on to the second point, which is you can now upload video files directly to Shopify and showcase them in video section. Additionally, you have the option to enable automatic loop video looping. So what does that mean? So if you go to customize and click on add section and search for video, we have this section which we can add. It was also available before in Dawn 8.0.1 as well, but what we didn't have before, option to add Shopify hosted video. So you can now directly upload videos to your Shopify store by clicking on the select video button, and you can also have a loop feature on that. Previously in 8.0.1 we didn't have that feature, so that's the section in Dawn 8.0.1, and you can see that it doesn't have option to add self-hosted videos. Okay, now let's move on to the next point, which is click and hover feature on product page images. So let's go to that. Click on products and default product. The feature which they have added is click on zoom. So click on product information, and here on image zoom drop down, you have that click and hover option, which wasn't there before in 8.0.1. So if I go to 8.0.1 and go to my product template, you can see that we have these two options. We can either have open lightbox or no zoom, but we didn't have click and hover feature, which is really cool. So let me show you how it works. So click on the product and you will have this zoom feature. Click and hover, and once you click on it again, the feature will be disabled. So that's what they added here. That's the third point. And now let's move on to the fourth point, which is a new style for desktop header menu. So click on header, and now you have desktop menu type, and in there you have drawer option, which wasn't there before. So you will have this collapsible sidebar menu in shape of when you select drawer option. So let me show you how. Click on drawer, and now if I switch to the full screen mode, you can see that a menu is showing up on side. That was for mobile, but now it's showing on desktop mode as well. Previously it wasn't there. Now let's move on to the next one, which is added language and currency selector for header section. So it was only available for footer, the language and currency selector. Now they added that in header as well. So if you go to header and then scroll down, you have this option to enable country region selector and enable language selector in header. So let me enable these two and show you guys how it looks. Let's go back to mega menu style and full screen. So that's how the currency selector and language selector will look like in Dawn 9.0.0. 8.0.1 didn't have that feature in header. I already created a separate video in order to show you guys how you can move from currency selector from footer to header in Dawn 8.0.1. Let's move on to the next one, which is the slideshow has a new animation style, and let me show you what it is. So let's go back to our home page, and that's the image banner. So that animation is added on slideshow and all the image text sections. So let me show you how the animation will look like. So click on image banner, and here we have the animation. So currently it's select to none. Let's select to ambient movement. Now you can see that it's slightly moving. So these are the two pictures which I added in my image banner. That's the first image and that's the second image. You can see that it's slightly moving, which is looking really cool. And that feature was also not available in 8.0.1. So if I go back to home page and select image banner, you can see that we don't have animation option anywhere here. Okay, let's move on to the last but not the least. You can allow gift cards sent to a recipient with a new form on the gift card product page. So gift card product page has a new form feature. Go to product template, click on default product, and here in buy buttons block, so if you click on buy buttons, you have this new checkbox which says show recipient's information for gift card products. So if you enable this, click save, and now if you go to your store, the gift card which you added, so I have one gift card already in my store, that's the gift card, and here we have this new feature where we can check mark this and add in the recipient email, recipient name and message, which we can to whom we are sending this gift card to. So for example, if I'm sending it to my friend like Ahmad at 123.com. Ahmad, hi Ahmad, this is a gift from me, and click on add to cart. We'll have this all of the info showing up here, which we can then send to our friend or whoever we want to send. So these are all the latest feature which we discussed, which they recently added in version 9.0.0. So if you want to watch more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment on the video below. Until next video, have a great day.